A dispute over an Oregon law that's designed to prevent legislative walkouts could be headed to the state Supreme Court. Voters passed Measure 113 last year, which disqualifies state lawmakers from running for re-election if they have 10 or more unexcused absences. Earlier this year, there was a 6-week Republican-led walkout in the Oregon Senate. 5 lawmakers who participated in that walkout are now challenging the law, claiming the wording actually allows them to run again in 2024. Both those lawmakers and the Oregon Department of Justice filed a motion this week asking to have the matter go right to the Oregon Supreme Court. They want a resolution before the March 12th deadline to file for office.